show in Philly, Boston, or Baltimore. A chance for stage folks to say hello. Another opening of another show.
Another job that you hope at last
will make your future forget your past.
Another pain where the ulcers grow.
Another opening of another show.
4 weeks you rehearse and rehearse. 3 weeks and it couldn't be worse. 1 week, will it ever be right? Then out of the hat, it's that big first night.
The
overture is about to start. You cross your fingers and hold your heart. It's curtain time and away we go.
Good afternoon. I'm Erin.
I'm Dante.
I'm Natasha.
I'm Daniel.
And I'm Sarah.
And welcome to Houston Musical Theater Company's Broadway Review, Best of Broadway Duets, and more.
Isn't it great to have live performing back again?
It is certainly amazing for all of us up here, so we want to thank you all for coming out and enjoying an afternoon of Broadway music.
The 5 of us will be performing some of Broadway's most memorable shows and some of Broadway's best duets.
But first, please join us in giving a round of applause for our amazing musical director and accompanist, Ben Childress. Oh, he makes us sound so good.
Now, just like any other musical theater show, we do have 2 acts, and we will be taking a short intermission in the middle.
Now, I'm sure everyone recognizes this first song, Another Opening, Another Show, from Kiss Me, Kate.
But with our cabaret-style format, we don't want to slow down the whole show by introducing every single song and every single number and what show it's from and telling the emotional state of the characters and what they're feeling and what happened right before and what happens right after and so on and so on and so on. Right?
Right.
Yeah, but we should tell everyone all the shows we're singing from.
All of them.
All of them.
You ready? We have Kiss Me, Kate, Les Mis, Into the Woods.
Cats, West Side Story, Sunday in the Park with George.
Wicked, The Phantom of the Opera, Little Shop of Horrors.
Company, A Little Night Music, Secret Garden.
Hello, Dolly, My Fair Lady, and The Music Man.
Pippin and Anastasia.
Waitress, Maury Yeston's Phantom.
Cats, Showboat.
Guys and Dolls and Woman of the Year.
Oklahoma and Fiddler on the Roof.
Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the
best of Broadway.
Another opening, another show.
In Philly, Boston, or Baltimore.
A chance for stage folks to say hello.
Another opening of another show.
Another job that you hope will last.
Will make your future forget your past. Another pain where the ulcers grow. Another opening of another show.
4 weeks you rehearse and rehearse.
3 weeks and it couldn't be worse.
1 week,
Will it ever be right?
Then out of the hat, it's that big first night.
The overture is about to start. You cross your fingers and hold your heart. It's curtain time and away we go. Another opening of another show.
There was a time when men were kind, when their voices were soft and their worlds were inviting. There was a time when love was blind and the world was a song and the song was exciting. There was a time, then it all went wrong. I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. Then I was young and unafraid, and dreams were made and used and wasted. There was no ransom to be paid, no song unsung, no wine untasted. But the tiger comes at night, with their voices soft as thunder, as they tear your hope apart, and they turn your dream to shame. He slept a summer by my side. He filled my days with endless wonder. He took my childhood in his stride, but he was gone when autumn came. And still I dream he'll come to me, and we will live the years together. But there are dreams that cannot be, and there are storms we cannot weather. I had a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living, so different now than what it seemed. Now life has killed the dream I dreamed.
Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in her tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Blithe and becoming, and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Ah, agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you if there only were doors. Agony, oh, the torture they teach. What's as intriguing
Or half so fatiguing
as what's out of reach?
Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as I'm handsome, and dare to a throne?
You are everything maidens could wish for.
Then why no?
Do I know?
The girl must be mad.
You know nothing of madness till you're climbing her hair, and you see her up there as you're nearing her, all the while hearing her agony.
Is real.
Whoa.
It's different for each. Always 10 steps behind.
Always 10 feet below.
And she's just out of reach.
agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
Memory, all alone in the moonlight. Let the memory lead you. Open up, enter in. If you find there the meaning of what happiness is, then a new life will begin. Memory, all alone in the moonlight. I can smile at the old days. I was beautiful then. I remember the time I knew what happiness was. Let the memory live again. Burned out ends of smoky days, the stale, cold smell of morning, the street lamp dies, another night is over, another day is dawning. Daylight, I must wait for the sunrise. I must think of a new life, and I mustn't give in. When the dawn comes, tonight will be a memory too, and a new day will begin. Sunlight through the trees in summer, endless masquerading like a flower as the dawn is breaking. The memory is fading. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me all alone with the memory of my days in the sun. If you touch me, you'll understand what happiness is. Look, a new day has begun.
A boy like that who'd kill your brother. Forget that boy and find another. One of your own kind. Stick to your own kind. A boy like that will give you sorrow. You'll meet another boy tomorrow. One of your own kind. Stick to your own kind. A boy who kills cannot love. A boy who kills has no heart. And he's the boy who gets your love, who gets your heart. Very smart, Maria, very smart. A boy like that wants one thing only. And when he's done, he'll leave you lonely. He murdered murdered my love. He'll murder your love. Just wait and see. Just wait, Maria. Just wait and see.
I need to know. It isn't true, not for me. It's true for you, not for me. I hear your words and in my head I know they're smart, but my heart, Anita, but my heart.
A boy like that
does it wrong,
kills your brother.
and my heart.
A boy and find another. One of your own kind. Stick to your own kind.
To him alone, one thing I know.
A boy who kills cannot love. A boy who kills has no heart. And he's a boy who gets your love, who gets your heart. Very smart, Maria, very smart.
I didn't know. You should know better. You were in love, or so you said. You should know better. I have a love, and it's all that I have. Right or wrong, what else can I do? I love him, I'm his, and everything he is, I am too. I have a life, and it's all that I need, right or wrong, and he needs me too. I love him, we're one. There's nothing to be done, not a thing I can do, but hold him forever. Be with him now, tomorrow, and all of my life. When love comes so strong, there is no right or wrong. Your love is your life.
I've nothing to say.
You have many things.
Well, nothing that's not been said.
Said by you, though,
I want to make things that
George.
count.
And nor did
Things that will
I.
be new. What am I to do?
I did what I had to do. Move on. Stop worrying where you're going. Move on. If you can know where you're going, you've gone. Just keep moving on. I chose and my world was shaken. So what? The choice may have been mistaken. The choosing was not. You have to move on. Look at what you want, not at where you are, not at what you'll be. Look at all the things you've done for me. Opened up my eyes, taught me how to see. Notice every tree.
Notice every tree.
Understand the light.
Understand the light.
Concentrate on
I
now.
want to move on. I want to explore the light. I want to know how to get through to something new, something of my own. Move on. Move on.
Stop worrying if your vision is new. Let others make that decision. They usually do. You keep moving on. Look at what you've done.
Something in the
Then at
light,
what you
something
want,
in the
not at
sky,
where you
in the
are,
trees,
what you'll
up behind the
be.
grass.
Look at all the things you gave
Things I
to
hadn't
me.
looked at till
Let me
now.
give to
Flower
you
on your hat
something in
and your
return.
smile.
I
and
would
the
be
color
so
of your hair. And the way you catch the light. And the care. And the feeling. And the life moving
We have always belonged together. We will always belong together. Just keep moving on. Anything you do, let it come from you, then it will be new. Give us more to see. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are blessed by those who help us most grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Now, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun. Like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? Because I knew you. I have been changed for good.
It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by the wind of the sea. Like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But Because I knew you.
Because I knew you.
I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for.
But then I guess we know there's blame to share,
And none of it seems to matter anymore.
Like a comet pulled from
Like a ship
orbit
blown
as
from
it
its
passes the
by
sun,
the wind of the
like a
sea,
stream that meets a
like
boulder
a sea dropped by a
halfway
bird
through
in
the
the wood. Who can say
if I've been changed for the better?
I do believe I have been changed for the better.
And because I knew you,
Because I knew you.
because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
Why do they think of stories that link my name with yours?
Why do the neighbors chatter all day behind their doors?
I know a way to prove what they say is quite untrue. Here is the gist, a practical list of don'ts for you. Don't throw bouquets at me. Don't please my folks too much. Don't laugh at my jokes too much. People will say we're in love. Don't sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes mustn't glow like mine. People will say we're in love. Don't start collecting things. Give me my rose and my glove. Sweetheart, there's suspected things. People will say we're in love.
Some people claim that you are to blame as much as I. Why do you take the trouble to bake my favorite pie? Granting your wish, I carved our initials on the tree. Just keep a slice of all the advice you give so free. Don't praise my charm too much. Don't look so vain with me. Don't stand in the rain with me. People will say we're in love. Don't take my arm too much. Don't leave your hand in mine. Your hand feels so grand in mine. People will say we're in love. Don't dance all night with me till the stars fade from above. They'll see it's all right with me. People will say we're in love.
Sometimes a day goes by, one whole entire day, when I don't think of her. 24 hours pass, I look around and find that I haven't thought of her, not even when I'm somewhere we used to go, not even if that's someone we used to know. It's hardly every day, it's most unusual, in fact, I can't remember when, but sometimes a day goes by when I don't think of her till morning comes, and then there she is again.
Lift up your head, wash off your mascara. Here, take my Kleenex, wipe that lipstick away. Show me your face, clean as the morning. I know things were bad, but now they're okay. Suddenly, Seymour is standing beside you. You don't need no makeup, don't have to pretend. Suddenly, Seymour is here to provide you sweet understanding. Seymour's your friend.
Nobody ever treated me kindly. Daddy left early, Mama was poor. I'd meet a man and I'd follow him blindly. He'd snap his fingers and me, I'd say sure. Suddenly, Seymour is standing beside me. Suddenly, Seymour, he don't condescend. Suddenly, Seymour is here to provide me sweet understanding. Seymour's my friend.
Tell me this feeling lasts till forever. Tell me the bad times are clean washed away.
Please understand that it's still strange and frightening. For losers like I've been, it's so hard to say. Suddenly, Seymour.
Suddenly, Seymour.
He purified you.
Suddenly, Seymour.
Suddenly,
Seymour. Yes, you can be more. The girl that's inside you with sweet understanding. With sweet understanding. Sweet understanding. Seymour's your man.
sometimes it seemed if I just dreamed, somehow you would be here. Wishing I could hear your voice again, knowing that I never would. Some 20 years fighting back tears, why can't the past just die? 3 long years I've knelt in silence, held your memory near me. 3 long years of murmured sorrows, willing you to hear me. Too many years fighting back tears, why can't the past just die? Wishing you were so here again, knowing we must say goodbye. Try to forgive, teach me to live, give me the strength to try. No more memories, no more silent tears, no more gazing across the wasted years. Help me say goodbye. Help me say goodbye.
Quiet, but now the storm simply rests to strike again. Standing, waiting, I think of her, I think of her.
Strange this Mary, she leaves the room, yet remains. She lingers on. Something stirs me to think of her. I think of her.
From death she casts her spell. All night we hear her sighs. And now a girl has come who has her eyes. She has her eyes. The girl has Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that saw him happy long ago. Those eyes that gave him life and hoped he'd never known. How can he see the girl and miss those hazel eyes?
She has my Lily's hazel eyes, those eyes that closed and left me all alone. Those eyes I feel will never ever let me go. How can I see this girl who has her hazel eyes? In Lily's eyes, a castle this house seemed to be, and I, her bravest knight, became my lady fair was she.
She has her eyes, she has my Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that loved my brother, never me. Those eyes that never saw me, never knew I long to hold her close, to live at last in Lily's eyes.
Imagine me a lover.
I long for the day she'd turn and see me standing there.
Would God had let her stay. She has my lily's hazel eyes, those eyes that closed and left me all alone. How can I now forget that I once dared to be in love, alive and whole, in Lily's eyes, in Lily's eyes.
At Wanamaker's and Saxon Klein's, a lesson I've been taught. You can't get alterations on a dress you haven't bought.
At any vegetable market from Borneo to Nome, you mustn't squeeze a melon till you get the melon home.
You've simply got to gamble.
You get no guarantee.
Now, doesn't that kind of apply to you and I?
You and me.
Why not?
Why not what?
Marry the man today. Trouble though he may be, much as he likes to play, crazy and wild and free.
Marry the man today, rather than sigh in sorrow.
Marry the man today and change his ways tomorrow.
Marry the man today.
Marry the man today.
Maybe he's leaving
Maybe
town.
he's leaving town.
Don't let him get away.
Don't let him get away.
Hurry and track him down. Marry the man today. Give him the girlish laughter. Marry the man today and save the fist for after.
Slowly introduce him to the finer things. Respectable, conservative, and clean.
Reader's Digest.
Guy Lombardo.
Rogers Pete. Golf. Galoshes.
Ovaltine.
But marry the man today. Handle it meek and gently.
Marry the man today and train him subsequently.
Carefully expose him to domestic life. And if he ever tries to stray from you, have a pot roast.
Have a headache.
Have a baby.
Have 2,
6,
9.
Stop. Marry the man today, rather than sigh in sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways. And change his ways. And change his ways. Tomorrow.
God on high, hear my prayer. In my need, you have always been there. He is young, he's afraid. Let him rest, heaven blessed. Bring him home, bring him home, bring
own. He's like the sun I might have known. If God had granted me a son, the summers die one by one. How soon they fly on and on. And I am old and will be gone. Bring him peace. Bring him joy. He is young. He is only a boy. You can take, you can give. Let him be, let him live. If I die, let me die. Let him live. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him home.
Wasn't that wonderful? Are you guys enjoying the show so far? Yeah?
Now, before we sing the last song of the first half, let's give a round of applause for our musical director, Ben Childress.
A couple of notes to go over real quick. We would like to thank the HCRJ and the YMCA of Greater Houston for co-sponsoring this event and giving us this beautiful venue to sing in today.
As I'm sure you've seen, there are snacks and refreshments in the back, so please feel free to have some during the intermission.
I'm also sure that you've noticed there's a card on your seat with a QR code. You can use that to stay informed about all of our Houston Musical Theater Company upcoming shows.
Yeah, and lastly, if you would like us to sing for you at any private party, private function, fundraiser, or any event, we would love to perform for you. So just talk to us after the show, or better yet, talk to our director and producer, David Hawk.
Yes, New York, it's really us, Barnaby and Cornelius.
All the guests of Mr. Hackle are feeling great and look spectacular. What a knack
There is to that acting like a born aristocrat.
We've got elegance. If you ain't got elegance, you can never ever carry it off. All who are well-bred agree Minnie Fay has pedigree.
Exercise your wildest whims tonight. We are out with diamond gems tonight. Could they be misleading us?
Silver spoons were used for feeding us. We got elegance. If you ain't got elegance, you can never ever carry it off. Middle class, don't speak of its savoir-faire. We reek of it. Some were born with rags and patches, but we use dollar bills for matches and
Vanderbilt kowtows to us.
J.P. Morgan scrapes and bows to us.
We got elegance. We were born with elegance.
Have you noticed when I hold my cup, the saucer never moves?
And the way I keep my pinky up indubitably proves that we've got elegance. We've got built in elegance and with elegance we'll carry it all.
to get the sun back in the sky. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion, I'll pop the question. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Light a rose, now everyone knows that I am hoping you're the same. So here is my love song, not fancy or fine. Light a rose, oh, won't you be mine? Light a rose, oh, light a rose, oh, light a rose.
Dream of then, dream of a love song that might have been. Do I love you? Yes, I love you, and I'll bravely tell you, but only when we meet again. Sweet and low, sweet and low. How sweet the memory, how long ago, forever. Oh yes, forever. Will I ever tell you? Oh no.
Light a rose, oh, light a rose, oh. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, I got a sweetheart to my name. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, I got a sunshine 800.
Do I love
Ding dong ding,
Oh yes,
I can hear the chapel bell
and
chime.
the bravely
Ding dong ding,
but only
at the
when
least
we
suggestion,
meet
I'll pop the
again.
question.
Sweet
Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name.
How
Light a
sweet
rose,
the
now everyone knows I'm hoping you're the same.
forever.
So here is my love
Oh yes,
song,
forever.
not fancy or fine.
Will I ever tell
Light a
you?
rose, oh, won't you be mine? Light a rose, oh, light a rose, oh, light a rose.
I touch your hand and my arms grow strong, like a pair of birds that burst with song. My eyes look down at your lovely face, and I hold the world in my embrace. Younger than springtime are you, softer than starlight are you, warmer than winds of June are the gentle lips you gave me. Gayer than laughter are you, sweeter than music are you. Angel and lover, heaven and earth are you to me. And when your youth and joy invade my arms and fill my heart as now they do, then younger than springtime am I, gayer than laughter am I. Angel and lover, heaven and earth am I with you. And when your youth and joy invade my arms and fill my heart as now they do, then younger than springtime am I, gayer than laughter am I. Angel and lover, heaven and earth am I.
Catch me a cat. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and find me a perfect match.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see.
For Papa, make him a scholar.
For Mama, make him rich as a king.
For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match of my own.
Hava, oh Huddle, have I made a match for you? He's handsome, he's young, all right, he's 92, but he's a nice man, a good catch, true? True, I promise you'll be happy, and even if you're not, there's more to life than that. Don't ask me what. Oh, Hava, I found him! Won't you be a lucky bride? He's handsome, he's tall, that is from side to side, but he's a nice man, a good catch, right? Right. You heard he has a temper, he'll beat you every night, but only when he's sober, so you're all right. Did you think you'd get a prince? Well, I do the best I can, with no dowry, no money, no family background. Be glad you've got a man.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, you know that I'm still very young. Please take your time.
Up to this minute I misunderstood that I could get stuck for good. Dear Yenta, see that he's gentle. Remember, you were also a bride. It's not that I'm sentimental. It's just that I'm terrified. Matchmaker, matchmaker, plan me no plans. I'm in no rush. Maybe I've learned playing with matches, a girl can get burned. no groom, find me no find, catch me no catch, unless he's a matchless match.
It was June, I was 10. I still think of that day now and then. A parade and a girl and a crowd of thousands. She sat straight as a queen, only 8 but so proud and serene. How they cheered, how I stared in that crowd of thousands. And I started to run and to call out her name as the crowd on the road went wild. I reached out with my hand and looked up, and she smiled. The parade traveled on. With the sun in my eyes, she was gone. But if I were still 10, in that crowd of thousands, I'd find her again.
You're making me feel like I was there too.
Maybe you were. Make it part of your story.
A parade,
A parade
passing by. It was hot, a cloud in the sky. And then a boy caught my eye. In a crowd of thousands, he was thin, not too clean. There were guards, but he dodged in between. Yes, he made himself seen in a crowd of thousands. And then he called out my name, and he started to run through the sun and the heat and crowd. And I tried not to smile, but I smiled. And then he bowed.
I didn't tell you that.
You didn't have to. I remembered.
The parade traveled on. With the sun in my eyes, you were gone. But until even then, in a crowd of thousands, I'd find you again.
Isn't it rich? Are we a pair? Me here at last on the ground, you in midair. Send in the clowns. Isn't it bliss? Don't you approve? One who keeps tearing around, one who can't move. Where are the clowns? Send in the clowns. Just when I'd stopped opening doors, finally knowing the one that I wanted was yours, making my entrance entrance again with my usual flair, sure of my lines, no one is there. Don't you love farce? My fault, I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear. And where are the clowns? Quick, send in the clowns. Don't bother, they're here. Isn't it rich? Isn't it queer? Losing my timing this late in my career. But where are the clowns? There ought to be clowns. Well, maybe next year.
I've been waiting in my mind in a rocking chair for my fancy to take the air. I would know the time. Tick and tock went my childhood. Father said I would know the place. Skin would tingle and pulse would race as they do. It's here I'm home, where music fills the air. And I'm home, where 1,000 lovers cry, swoon and sigh. And I'm home, where every violin plays a treat as sweet as a honeycomb. Wherever music plays, I know I'm home. Here, where fables come alive, year by year, we forget our troubled nights under lights, and each tear becomes a gentle tune or duet kept straight by a metronome. And if I'm singing, then I know I'm home, where every English horn makes me feel glad I'm born, and every word when trill excites a thrill that's new. The great contrabass, the great soprano's face, behind to make a perfect world, far better than what's outside dreams. I've lived within my dreams. Now it seems I've awakened and they're real, inch and feel. And one day I walk upon this stage from these wings and play underneath this dome. And if I say with all my heart,
All my life to be waiting for an angel to one day speak. Mouth goes dry and my knees grow weak at each word, each sound, that voice, that music in the air. Every choice Every syllable, each note, how they float, and her tone, a miracle of silk spun from gold, unfolding in polychrome. And when I hear it, how I know I'm home. Who is this prodigy that sings to only me? She is as innocent and natural as a rose. I'll do her so much good. We two, I know we could combine to make a perfect world, far better than what's outside. Dreams I've lived within my dreams. Now it seems I've awakened and they're real. If they're real, if one day she walks upon this stage from these wings and plays underneath this dome. And if she sings with all her heart, I'll be home.
Whatever happened to fair dealings, nice manners, and pure ethics? Why is it everyone now is a pain in the ass? Whatever happened to class?
Class. Whatever happened to please, may I, and yes, thank you, and how charming. Now every son of a bitch is a pain in the ass. Whatever happened to class?
Class. Oh, there ain't no gentleman to open up the doors. There ain't no ladies now, there's only pigs and whores. And even kids will knock you down so they can pass. Nobody's got no class. Whatever happened to old values
And fine morals.
and good breeding?
Now no one even says oops when they're passing the gas. Whatever happened to class?
Class. Oh, there ain't no gentleman that's fit for any use. And any girl will touch your privates for a deuce.
And even kids will kick your shins and give
even
you
kids will kick your shins and give you sass. Nobody's got no class. All we read about today is rape and theft.
Jesus Christ, ain't there no decency left? Nobody's got no class. Everybody you watch
Got brains in their crotch.
holy crap.
Holy crap.
What a shame.
What a shame. What became of class?
I have often walked down the street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. And oh, the powering feeling just to know somewhere you are near. The overpowering feeling that any second you may suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, for there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I don't care if I can be here on the street where you live. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, for there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I won't care if I can be here on the street where you live.
I know Seymour's the greatest, but I'm dating a semi-sadist. So I got a black eye and my arms in a cast. Still, that Seymour's a cutie. Well, if not, he's got in her beauty. And I dream of a place where we could be together at last. A matchbox of our own, a fence with real chain link, a grill out on the patio, disposal in the sink, a washer and a dryer, and an ironing machine, in a tract house that we share somewhere that's green. He rakes and trims the grass, he loves to mow and weed. I cook like Betty Crocker, and I look like Donna Reed. There's plastic on the furniture to keep it neat and clean, in a pine sol scented air somewhere that's green. Between our frozen dinner and our bedtime, 9:15, we snuggle watching Lucy on our big, enormous 12-inch screen. I'm his December bride. He's father, he knows best. Our kids watch Howdy Doody as the sun sets in the west. A picture out of Better Homes and Gardens magazine. Far from Skid Row, I dream we'll go somewhere that's green.
I will never understand what I did to deserve you, or how to be the man that I'm supposed to be. I will never understand if I lived 1,000 lifetimes just why you did the things you did for me. Just look at you. How could I not be in love with you? What kind of fool could have taken you for granted for so long? All the wasted time, all the million hours pushing you away, building up my wall, all the days gone by, to glare, to pout, to push you out, and I never knew anything at all. I never knew anything at all.
I will never understand how all the world misjudged you, when I have always known how lucky I must be. I will never understand how I kept from going crazy, just waiting there till you came home to me. Now look at me, now that you're finally here with me, now that I know I was right to wait and everyone else was so wrong for so long. All the wasted time,
All the wasted
all
time,
the million hours, years on top of years, still too proud to crawl. All the days gone by to feel that I don't satisfy, and I never knew anything at all. I never knew anything at all.
all the wasted time, all the million hours, leaves too high to touch, roots too strong to fall. All the days gone by to never show I loved you so, and I never knew anything at all. I never knew anything.
I never knew anything.
I never knew anything at all.
What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Put down the knitting, the book, and the broom. It's time for a holiday. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Come taste the wine. Come hear the band. Come blow your horn. Start celebrating. Right this way or tables waiting. No use permitting some prophet of doom to wipe every smile away. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. I used to have this girlfriend known as Elsie, with whom I shared 4 sordid rooms in Chelsea. She wasn't what you'd call a blushing flower. As a matter of fact, she rented by the hour. The day she died, the neighbors came to snicker. Well, that's what comes from too much pills and liquor. But when I saw her laid out like a queen, she was the happiest corpse I'd ever seen. I think of Elsie to this very day. I remember how she'd turn to me and say, what good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Put down the knitting, the book, and the broom. It's time for a holiday. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. And as for me, I made my mind up back in Chelsea. When I go, I'm going like Elsie. Start by admitting from cradle to tomb, it isn't that long a stay. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Only a cabaret, old chum. And I love a cabaret.
You're the only thing I'll see forever. In my eyes, in my words, and in everything I do. Nothing else but you, ever.
And there's nothing for me but Maria. Every sight that I see is Maria.
Tony, Tony.
Always you, every thought I'll ever know. Everywhere I go, you'll be you and me.
Tonight, it all began tonight. I saw you and the world went on. It's only you tonight. What you are, what you do, what you say.
Today, all day I had the feeling a miracle would happen. I know now I was right, for here you are, and what was just a world is a star tonight. Tonight, the world is full of light, with suns and moons all over the place. Tonight, the world is wild and bright, going mad, shooting sparks into space. Today, the world was just an address, a place for me to live in, no better than alright. But here you are, and what was just a world is a star tonight. Tonight, it all began tonight. I saw you and the world went away. Good night, good night. Sleep well, and when you dream, dream of me. Tonight.
Thank you all for joining us today for this wonderful afternoon of Broadway music.
We had such a nice time. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Well,
There's no business like show business. There's no business like show business.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know. There's no business like show business, like no business I know.
Traveling through the country is so
Traveling through the country is so thrilling. Standing out in front on opening night, as you watch the benches filling, and as you're billing out there in lights, in lights.
Aaron Clark. Dante Anderson.
Natasha
Robleski.
Daniel Lopez. Sarah Watson. Ben Childress.
There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Even with a turkey that you know will fold, you may be stranded out in the cold. Still you wouldn't trade it for a sack of gold. Let's go